The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. President Bongbong Marcos meets with his predecessor, Rodrigo Duterte. Marcos Jr. himself welcomed Duterte at Malacanang on Wednesday night. Also present were former Special Assistant to Duterte, Senator Bongo, and current Special Assistant to Marcos Jr. Secretary Anton Lagdameo. They were also joined by former Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea and current Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin. According to the Presidential Communications Office, the two discussed Duterte's recent visit to Beijing. Recall that the former president met with Chinese President Xi Jinping last July 17. According to Malacanang, Duterte gave some good pieces of advice to Marcos Jr. One political expert says the U.S. wants the Philippines to properly assess the Manila Bay reclamation project. This comes after the U.S. Embassy raised concerns over the project's ties with the Chinese firm China Communications Construction Company. The company was blacklisted for alleged involvement in militarization. UP Asian Center senior lecturer Richard Heydarian told The Big Story that the Americans are more likely concerned about the security of their embassy. The consulate is located along Rojas Boulevard near Manila Bay. Heydarian added that the U.S. may just be encouraging President Bongbong Marcos to conduct a thorough evaluation of the project.
We're talking about the China Communications Construction Company, which is was allegedly involved in the militarization and illegal fake island building activities way within the West Philippine Seas. Some of the bigger projects in the country are being handled by this company. So I think what the Americans are doing is asking the Marcos administration, to have a proper assessment of what we're dealing, because this is the Duterte legacy.
The location of the missing Eco Air Cessna 152 has been found in a town in Apayao Province. The Cagayan provincial government said the crash site was at the border of the municipalities of Luna and Pudtol. However, authorities have yet to provide status on their search for the passengers. The plane was carrying pilot Captain Edsel John Lumbao Tabuzo and student pilot Anshum Rajkumar Conde. The plane was bound for Tuguegarao City on Tuesday, but did not reach the airport as scheduled. CAAP spokesperson Eric Apolonio told 1PH that the bad weather could have affected the flight of the plane.
May possibility kasi unang-una, nung umalis sila sa Lawag, maganda yung weather. But siyempre, itong ating mga instructor pilot, kabisado yung lugar na yan. So alam nila kung magkakaproblema sila. So, dahil puro bundok po yung katabi niyan.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. Some parts of Luzon continue to suffer from floods caused by relentless rains in the past few days. Some barangays in Bulacan remain submerged in waist-deep waters, made even worse by the high tide. The military had to help transport some stranded residents in Barangay San Pablo, Hagonoy. In Macabebe, Pampanga, floodwaters have entered the Domingo B. Flores District Hospital following heavy rains. This is the first time the hospital was inundated since 2012. Some other parts of the town are also flooded. According to the local government, about 90% of the town experienced flood during the rainy season. Meanwhile, one barangay in San Marcelino, Zambales is isolated following the southwest monsoon's impact. The barangay's access road was totally destroyed by rains triggered by the habagat. The LGU is now contacting the Provincial Engineering Office to arrange help in the construction of a temporary road to the barangay. Traffic was at a standstill in some parts of Quezon City as heavy rains caused waist-deep floods. A catfish was even spotted in the gutters. The same traffic situation happened in Taft Avenue, Manila. Some motorcycles stalled in the gutter-deep waters, while others chose not to traverse the flooded roads. Marikina River is now back to its first alarm after reaching second alarm earlier today. As of 8 in the morning, the river's water level is logged at 15.9 meters. But earlier, the water level breached second alarm or 16 meters. Over 180 areas in the country have been placed under a state of calamity following the impact of Typhoon Egay. Among them are the entire provinces of Ilocos Norte and Sur, Cagayan, Pampanga, and Bataan. The entire province of Cavite has also declared a state of calamity, together with Abra, the mountain province, Apayao, and Benguet. Other areas include towns in La Union, Pangasinan, Dagupan City, Bulacan, Tarlac, and Occidental Mindoro. Due to the declaration, LGUs may now use their quick response funds to distribute aid to constituents affected by the typhoon. The Trade Department has also imposed a price freeze on basic necessities in the provinces of Pampanga, Bulacan, and Bataan. The same is implemented in Zaragoza, Nueva Ecija, as well as Camiling and Paniki in Tarlac. This means there can be no increase in prices of basic goods like canned goods, bread, milk, bottled water, coffee, and soap. Meanwhile, the southwest monsoon or habagat continues to affect most parts of Luzon and Visayas. Occasional rains are still expected over the Ilocos provinces, Zambales, and Bataan in the next 24 hours. The rest of Central Luzon, along with Metro Manila, Cordillera, Cagayan Valley, Calabarzon, and Mimaropa, may see scattered rains. The rest of the country may also expect isolated rains due to habagat and localized thunderstorms. Pag-asa warns about possible flash floods and landslides during heavy rains and severe thunderstorms. Classes in all levels are suspended today, August 3 in Manila, Malabon, Navotas, Dagupan, and the entire province of Pampanga. Baguio City, meanwhile, called off classes, but only up to the senior high school level. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us again at 11:15 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.